Let's talk about how to control your hunger during the winter holidays. Hey guys, welcome back to 5nothing100nothing.com. I am Fuggit. That stands for the fittest underdog guru using intelligent tactics. Guys, it is the holiday season. There is plenty of food, depending on where you live. It could be cold, very few daylight hours this time of year. I'm in the Midwest of the good old US of A, Michigan. And right now, there is a lot of holiday treats, cakes, cookies, gatherings, not so much, a little bit of gathering. But the thing is that when I was a kid, I always associated the holidays with lots of holiday cookies, presents, all this stuff. And as you get older, that's so ingrained in you. And the reason you might go back to that is that you feel like a kid again. So all of those things bring back some childhood memories, a time of being carefree, and just eating to your heart's content. And what happens if you've been trying to watch your weight, lose some body fat, look good naked? You got some problems, because most people will gain 5 to 10 pounds during the holiday season. Now, what I'll talk to my clients about is trying to maintain their weight through the holidays. And if they continue to lose body fat, that's a bonus. But if they can just maintain weight, I consider that a victory. So we don't lose ground in reaching their goals. So some of the things you can do as far as controlling your appetite is to make sure that you're filling up on the right foods first, okay? And Dr. John Berardi of Precision Nutrition, who I'm certified through as a nutrition coach, has a really good tip. And over the years, I've applied this not only to my eating, but also to that of my clients, family, and friends, if they'll listen. And that is displacement. So what you do is you get in more of the good, right? You get in more vegetables, you get in more lean proteins, and then the big one, which I think is the tip for today, that I notice is the biggest difference maker, is getting in healthy fats, okay? Now, my generation that grew up, we had the days of the Susan Powder infomercials. If you don't know what that is, kids, Google that. In fact, just put it in YouTube, Susan Powder, fat makes you fat, or something along those lines. You'll see a video of a tall, thin, blonde-haired woman, real short, bleach blonde hair, very animated, at least by memory. I haven't looked at any of her content in a while, assuming she's still around. But the older content from the 80s will be there, and she's like, food doesn't make you fat, fat makes you fat. And there was this big revolution of everything was fat-free. You know how everything now, you'll see like foods marketed as gluten-free or keto-friendly, all these things. Well, the marketing of the day then was fat-free. Something was fat-free. It was like, hey, fat has 9 calories per gram, and protein and sugar, or protein carbohydrate, has only 4 calories per gram. So it makes sense that if I just cut out all my fat, then I can eat more food, right? Now, the problem that a lot of us found with these fat-free foods, number one, they were really processed, added a lot of sugar and a lot of salt, and you not only could eat more of it, technically, but you did eat more of it because it was like you could not find satiety or fullness. So one of the things that I've learned over the years is to add in healthy fats. So here's some examples for you. An assortment of different types of nuts, coconut oil, or I'll just take a spoon of coconut that's like at room temperature, so it's a little more solid. and it's almost like having a creamy little treat. It's got a little sweetness to it, but it's not very sweet. So if you don't like sweets, that will be perfect for you. You could also do avocado. So you might know it as guacamole. You know, you can mash that up. You can eat some meats that have a little bit more fat in them, like sausages or bacon. Now, of course, you know, some of you worry about heart health and cholesterol and all these things, but the thing is with fat-rich foods is that they promote satiety, fullness, because they digest slower through the digestive tract. So what's going to happen is you're going to end up eating less of it and feeling full on that. Therefore, your total calories are going to drop. Now, there's four fat-soluble vitamins: vitamin A, E, D, and K. Now, those vitamins can only be absorbed and used by the body via the transport system of fat. So, if you're not eating enough fat, you could be deficient in those vitamins, which then causes a different cascade of potential health issues. But I gotta tell you, to control your appetite, start with those healthy foods, like the John Berardi method of displacement, right? Eating more green vegetables. You know, starches are okay, starchy vegetables like carrots, potatoes, etc. But if you stick to more of the green vegetables, you eat more healthy, lean protein. That could be protein shakes, chicken, turkey, fish, tuna, etc. Protein shakes, whatever. Let your palate decide. Let your taste buds decide. And then adding in some fat, some healthy fat, you're going to find that you're full. Some of your cravings for sugar are going to go away. And if you're eating like this more often than not, I'd say using the 80-20 rule, 80% of the time doing that, 20% of the time allowing yourself to have a few Christmas cookies or eggnog or whatever it is that's your little holiday tradition or indulgence. And it goes a long way, you guys. So don't get too legalistic with yourself or too judgmental or too down on yourself if you're having some holiday treats. Just try to make sure that you're getting a little bit of exercise in. If you're on a plan right now, try to stick to that plan and allowing yourself those, you know, cookie here, cookie there, not going to kill you. Last night, I went over a friend's house with my girlfriend and we had this lemon bundt cake. It's phenomenal, right? I had one piece. Now, I took some home, but I'm not going to enjoy it because it happens to be one of my girlfriend's favorites. And me, being a good boyfriend, decided that it was okay. I almost said allowed her. Decided that I did not want to partake in it anymore. A little went a long way. It was very tasty. And calling it quits. Might I have a sliver of it? Perhaps. We'll see. But just some news you can use, you guys. Get fit. Look good naked. Ho, ho, ho!